Have you ever wondered what club would be the best to chip with from different situations from around the green? One of my slogans in golf is test, don't guess. For this shot from about 15 feet off the green to a hole about 50 feet away, I'm going to take a chipping test with three different wedges: my 58-degree lob wedge, my 52-degree gap wedge, and my 46-degree pitching wedge. I'm going to hit 10 balls with each wedge and compare the consistency and accuracy. Before taking the test with each wedge, I first practiced a little, so I knew the technique and amount of force to use with each wedge. This first test is with my lob wedge. With the lob wedge, I have 7 inside of 6 feet and 2 just outside of 6 feet, and I hit one a little fat and came up short. Now I'm going to take the same test with the gap wedge. With the gap wedge, I have 9 inside of 6 feet and just 1 outside of 6 feet. Also with the gap wedge, almost all of the shots were just a little past the target, which means some of them had a chance to go in. Now I'm going to test the pitching wedge. The pitching wedge had similar results to the gap wedge. From this test between the three wedges, I would have to conclude that the lob wedge would not be the best choice, but could use either the gap or pitching wedge. It's important to keep in mind that the results of this test applies to the type of chip shot I was testing. If I change the distance of the ball from the edge of the green, or the distance the pin is from the edge of the green, or the undulation of the green, the winning wedge might be different. I encourage everyone to do their own testing between their wedges. Not only will you gather important information, but also is a great way to practice, because you're setting up a consequence for each shot, which is more like real golf on the course. Also, don't rule out testing with the putter as well. I did this same test with my putter and did better than my lob wedge, but not better than my gap or pitching. But for many golfers, they will find that when the grass between you and the edge of the green is mowed tight, the putter will always beat any other club. Even the pros use the putter from off the green in many situations. But you don't have to guess about what club to use. Do a test.